Hello ladies, gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new raid video. In the last video we finished our 5th level 60 champion being Wither the Crowned. Currently my best healer, or rather should I say my AoE cleanser, and I figured she would be a great addition to our roster. But in today's episode some things might change. I've been saving these ancient shards, void shard, everything, even sacred shards. And I just learned that there is this Geomancer on the rate up. It is progressive event, but apparently this guy is pretty damn solid. He has a decreased accuracy on the A1, but most importantly he removes all buffs from the target enemy, then attacks them, also stealing all buffs if they are under the HP burn, while also creating the HP burn himself. He also has a passive that decreases all the damage allies receive by 15%, and then he deflects that under the enemy that is burning. Basically, if I want to push my clan boss team, I think I should honestly pull for this guy. But before we fully jump into today's episode, if this is your first time seeing a raid video and you want to try the game for free, or maybe you simply want to create another account, you can do so by downloading the game through my link in the description or by scanning the QR code that's on screen right now. This month you can start off your journey with Zargala. You will receive her at the level 1, and she's extremely good in both Dragon, Fire Knight, and also Arena. But on top of that, you will be receiving Ugo as soon as you reach level 15, and if you start your raid journey in March, you can still get your hands on Alice the Wanderer. She is such a good legendary champion, you do not want to miss out. And during the 6th year of raid celebration, you can also use the promo code Supreme6. This will get you a legendary champion, Supreme Galek, and honestly this might be the best time to start playing raid. If for some reason you don't want to get a Supreme Galek, you can still use the promo code Monkey King. Get yourself Sun Wukong as well, but do keep in mind, when you create a new character, you only have about a week to use these codes, and you can only do one. I would really recommend you to use Supreme 6 at the moment. Alright, let's get back to the video. Ladies and gentlemen, the decision has been made. I am going for Geomancer. We're gonna start off with a 10 pull, but then we're gonna do one at a time until we hit him. Hopefully we hit him early. He would be an amazing addition for both Spider, but also Clan Boss, so it is worth the risk. Now, before I do this, let me just double check that there is no summoning event happening soon. Ice Golem tournament in 17 hours. Get enhancement, and now we have Deck of Fate. So I don't think we're gonna get a summoning event anytime soon. Champion Chase event is happening in like 3 days, but yeah. So we're going for this. For the legendary, I picked this guy. I don't really know. Maybe that guy could be decent as well. I'm just going like this, and let's start with a 10 pull. I haven't pulled in so long, so this could be really good for us. Okay, epic. It's not him. Wow, okay, so we got one epic. We got Ilsinia. Apparently fairly decent at Hydra, but not that great everywhere else. So a small chance to steal a random buff from the target on the A1, that can be pretty decent. Attack all enemy on A2, and a chance to remove block debuffs from all enemies, but also a chance to place a block debuff on enemies. And on A3 she has a shield buff on all allies, and strengthen on allies for 2 turns as well. And she also has a little bit of sustain in her passive kit. Okay, I'm not too excited about her, I'm not too excited about these rares either. Let's just go ahead and do another 10 pull here. I know I said I was gonna do one at a time, but as you can see, now I have a 20x chance to land on the Geomancer. Surely we get him here. Rare, 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 rare. Come on, just give me epic. What is this? No, this is painful. This is absolute sadness. Just to put it in perspective, there is an 8% chance of an epic. But I'm actually like kinda nervous, you know what I mean? Anyways, we're gonna do 10 more. This champ would be really good for us, so we are just gonna hard commit, and surely we see an epic here. Rare, rare, rare. Nah, don't do me like that, please. Okay, there it is. It's Deathless. So again, we miss it. But how good is this? I've heard great things about this champion, actually. I take it back, she's like 1 star everywhere. I guess it was a similar looking champion, but in a rare version. Oh my goodness. I actually thought this would be much more likely to hit, but now we have a 25% chance of landing on a Geomancer. So I guess we're just going all out. We're just gonna pull everything at this point. Oh, no way, we missed him. We missed him again. And we missed him again. And we missed him again. Nah, there is absolutely no way, by the way. There is absolutely no way. He would be so good. Alright, let's take a look. How good are these epics? I mean, at least we're getting a bunch of epics on the account. Baltus seems about decent. Nothing too crazy. Decreased attack on the A1. decrease critical rate on the A2, and provoke on the A3 with a passive that reflects a little bit of damage. Alaric the Hooded seems somewhat decent in a couple of dungeons, but again, nothing too crazy. And then Dur the Hungerer, let's take a look into this guy. Also seems pretty basic all around the board. I think I already have a pretty decent Reviver in Tagore, so I'm not gonna be too excited about that guy. And I only have one Ancient Shard left. This is an absolute disaster. Let's take a look. Is this gonna be my Geomancer? It is not. It is a rare. Ooh, that is rough. I mean, I have Sacreds as well, but that is rough. Alright, ladies, gentlemen, I have had a ton of time to think, and the simple solution is I would get so much if I landed on Geomancer. And since I already committed basically all my other shards, I might as well commit the Sacred Shards as well. Now, Sacred Shards are a bit scary for me to just kind of dump into this. I only have 3, very limited amount of those. But how do you get more Sacred Shards as a free-to-play player? The simple solution is you need to start hitting Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare clan bosses. In here, you can start getting Sacred Shards on the daily basis, and even on the Nightmare, you can start getting Sacred Shards here. So we need to start hitting Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, basically as fast as we possibly can. And the one thing I need in order for me to start doing that is a good champion, like another good champion. Ugo is great, Tagore is great, Alice does her job, Kale does her job. But pairing those 3 out with the Geomancer would be huge. So because of that, we are going to do it. Now, there is 94% chance of an epic, only 6% chance of a legendary. Most of the times you want to wait for a 12% chance of a legendary, but this epic would be better than most of legendaries that I can get anyways. So because of that, I'm clicking it. Let's go. First one is epic is a Geomancer. It is not a Geomancer, it is Terror Beast, but we get a 20x rate for a Geomancer on our next pull. He's apparently insanely good for Fire Knight and very bad everywhere else. Let's take a look why that is the case. Attacking one enemy and 20% chance of increasing the cooldown on one of the target's skills. Then he attacks 2 times at random and places reflect damage buff on all allies. And again, 2-hitter on the A3, and that also fully heals this champion if the target is killed. But it also places a stun debuff for 2 turns. And the aura is just ally HP. I think I will probably build this guy out just for the Fire Knight, if he's actually this good at it. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. And we still have 2 pulls left. Come on, please. Just Geomancer will be so happy. Come on. It is epic. It is not Geomancer. Oh my, it's Oathbound. Alright, he seems pretty... like a little bit above average, according to Hell Hades. Small chance of placing a freeze on the A1, attacking all enemies on the A2 with a small percent chance of decreasing attack, but also a chance of decreasing the target turn meter, so that's actually kind of decent. And then attacks 4 times. That can be amazing for the Fire Knight, for example. And each attack has a small chance of blocking active skills, which can be 100% if the target is under decrease attack debuff. Alright. Will I build this guy out? I'm not sure, but now we have the highest possible chance of a Geomancer. 25 times higher chance. Either we get a legendary or we get a Geomancer. Right here, right now, let's go. Come on, man. I hope I get it, really. It's not a legendary. It is not a Geomancer. This is an absolute disaster. There go all my Sacred Shards that I've been saving for so long. Let's take a look. It looks like she has some use in Ice Golem and Sand the Devil. Her A1 can provide a sleep. Her A2 can be a stun. Okay, and then A3. Enemies killed cannot be revived. I can see why this would be good at Ice Golem. Oh man, I mean, I do have a Primal Shard as well, you know? Like, I could do one more. Hail Mary. I'm not doing a Hail Mary, honestly. Not with a Primal Shard. I have one day to decide, but damn. That one stings a little bit, I'm not even gonna lie. Another deck available. We're not gonna go too crazy on this. We get another fragment situation. We're definitely not gonna be doing enough to get 100 of these. But I have just been trying to get my Dragon Tournament points up a little bit. And I'm just trying to collect this Epic Tome. I think it will be pretty useful for my account. For the next 3 days, we have a free gear removal. I'll probably try and take some advantage of that, I would assume. I've also done a little bit of an oopsie, not having my Guardian Ring fully up because I was leveling those champions manually. Let's see, do I get a shard from this? I was 6th, so probably I don't, right? Oh my god, this is... I am just unlucky today. I really am. Alright, we'll take some diamonds from this tournament. Literally missing 1 dragon to be on a rank 5, but I was sleeping, so it's like unfortunate. I still have 18 hours to try and pull myself a Geomancer, so how about we get lucky from the clan boss today? Let's take a look. Maybe we get a shard from an easy chest. Nope. What about the second one? Okay, we get a book, that's not bad. From the normal one, nothing. Nothing. From the hard one, nothing. And a bit of diamonds. And from the second chest in the brutal, we also don't get anything special, so we're not getting it there. Apparently there's currently a new promo code ongoing, so we're gonna use Raid Curioser, and let's see what we get for that. We get an energy refill and a couple of extra goodies to go with it, alongside a little bit of coins as well, couple of auto battles, a little bit of brews, we'll take it, we'll keep the energy available. Not bad. Ladies, gentlemen, I'm logging into Raid for my 42nd day in a row, and I overslept a little bit. My plan was to not oversleep and actually make sure I win a tournament, so let's take a look. Did we end up winning a tournament? We did end up winning a tournament. Okay, this must have gotten close, I would assume. Let's take a look. And okay, it wasn't as close as I thought. We get 10 extra Esme fragments. I don't know if that's gonna help us, but we also get 6, I believe, legendary pieces of gear. I want to take a look at what we got from that, alongside the 25 legendary relic crafts, which is very valuable, I'd say. Okay, so these right here, the relentless 6-star legendary sets, is what we just pulled. Let's go from the boots. We're hoping this is speed. It is attack percent without speed substats, not the best. Let's go to the body. We're hoping for anything like HP percent, defense percent here. It is flat attack. It's another bad piece, unfortunate. Moving on to the gauntlets, what are we looking on here? Maybe crit damage, crit rate, defense percent, HP percent. We get a flat defense again, so those 3 pieces are immediately straight up sell, basically. They're horrible. Crit damage, crit rate, this could roll extremely well, so that's alright. Also HP, let's say, could roll high. On the second one, we just get crit rate that could roll high, HP percent and defense percent. All of those are good if they multi-roll. And then on the weapon, no speed, unfortunately. But yeah, if it rolls, HP percent is good, accuracy is good, crit damage can be good. So 3 meh pieces, but 3 really insta-sell pieces, unfortunately, from the tournament. And looks like right now there is an event where you get an extra legendary hero, but as you guys know, oh, not legendary, you just get Enda Moonbeam, you get this champ. But as you know, we pulled everything and we didn't get Geomancer, so that's a bit unlucky. Alright, then the plan for today is to just continue leveling my champs all the way to level 60 and work on Arena as much as possible so we can eventually complete this, upgrade an affinity bonus to level 7. That's kind of the goal that we are chasing right now. And most of the energy will actually just go into an Ice Golem tournament. And I should be able to level Wither to level 60 just passively as I do other things. With a free gear change, I was able to change a little bit of my builds around. If we quickly take a look, my Alice is now in a Savage set. I don't have enough silver to upgrade everything that I want to upgrade, but I did move the boots from Kale over here to Alice, and I moved the shield from Kale to Alice as well. As you can see, I still have the crit rate gauntlets. It's not a crazy good build by any means, but it does the job for now, and I think it's better than what it was before. I know usually you go for stats over sets, but I figured since this kind of rolled double attack and it has crit damage, I'm over crit cap. These gloves really are not that great. I mean, double roll on HP, 1 roll on defense is like really not great, I am aware. But this, I eventually want to change with a crit damage gauntlets, preferably Savage. But the boots are fine with triple defense, 1 attack. I mean, could be better on a different champion, but still, I think great boots regardless. And then I think the shield is really great. We get accuracy, double crit rate, that's like pretty perfect. And both the body and the helmet, this will eventually be changed. So my Alice build is by no means great. But when it comes to Ugo, I'm very happy with where Ugo is at. When it comes to Tagore, I think my Tagore is in a decent spot as well. I definitely need more silver to like upgrade some of these artifacts as well. Kale, I think, is in a decent spot as well. I ended up finding this speed shield with crit rate and speed, which actually supplemented the boots pretty nicely. Again, crit damage, crit rate on the boots with accuracy as well. My Kale is now on 212 accuracy, which is also good, meaning that his poisons don't splash that often. Definitely sorted for a clan boss as well. And then I'm using this feral weapon that's also double crit damage, which I think is pretty good. But maybe the play would be to move this onto Alice. However, 40 accuracy on Kale, I feel like it's so needed. But anyways, I do have still a couple of days of free gear removal, 2 days. I'll definitely think more about changing gear as we go. I have to use a charge on the forge, so we might as well craft one perception piece. Maybe it lands on something great. We're using all 3 charms. Let's take a look. It is an epic attack flat gauntlets with speed and accuracy. I mean, it's 5-star. We're gonna go ahead and sell those, unfortunately. I did a little bit more cooking with the gear. I did end up deciding to put this weapon, this feral weapon, on my Alice. That's also gonna give me 40 accuracy. And Alice is now over 200 accuracy, which is also very good, as she does apply some debuffs. Kale now needs a new weapon, and I can probably just use the savage one I just took off from Alice, I would assume. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna use this double attack percent. But also something that has accuracy could also be really good for him right now. I mean, this looks great. 6-star double attack percent with accuracy. I'm gonna get even more accuracy. And with that, my Kale is now 200 accuracy, which I think is solid. Doesn't have good tanky stats, but for now this will probably have to do. And since there is a gear enhancement tournament going on right now, I'll try to get most of those items to level 16 as well. Finish my gear enhancement event in the process, but also get my champions as strong as possible. That's kind of the plan for the near future. I realized I'm basically completely out of cash, and what I'm doing right now is something that I should have done a long time ago. I am insta-selling all my 4-star pieces of gear. So, like, this is an example. Like, I have so many of these pieces that you get from clan boss that I'm never gonna use. They're all 4-stars, so the only ones I'm actually keeping are the ones that are upgraded. So this is 16, this is 16. I'll keep those so I can just throw them on some faction leveling heroes. I'm sure there's probably a faster way to do this, but I'm just kind of manually clicking everything just to double check that I'm not like accidentally selling stuff I wouldn't want to sell. And now I can look to upgrade back up the stuff that I wanted to upgrade. For example, let's start with this helmet. It can't really... I mean, it could give me a crit rate or percentage health, percentage defense. I don't really know. Anything here would be decent. We got percentage health, good. I'm now realizing I'm spending a lot of time gearing up stuff in this episode, but this is important. Let's see this pinpoint, 6-star. Lands on a crit rate. That's perfect. It's actually kind of exactly what we needed. Give it a little bit more HP. Might as well give it a little bit of an attack glyph here. Accuracy, why not give it a 4-star accuracy there as well? And the reason I'm doing this is, once again, we do have an event going on, gear enhancement. Now is the best time to upgrade the gear you're interested in. I will probably go for the epic skill tome here as well, because I like collecting those and they tend to be kind of hard to get. I have been doing a ton of arena lately, and for the first time ever, we are now gold 4. Just to put it in perspective, all I've been doing is I've been hitting 1 to 2 man teams. But this guy is level 100, so I'm a little bit afraid. And then, if you're unfamiliar with the ranking systems, you got bronze 1 till 4, silver 1 till 4, gold 1 till 4, actually 5, and then you have platinum rank. So we are actually really in a good spot right now, and the best part is we get good bonuses for being in this hard tier, which I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, this works outside of arena as well. So it works like when I'm doing clan boss, it works in all of those different things. So those are good bonuses to have. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it works. But I'm about to go to sleep, so tomorrow I'm probably back down to gold 3. Regardless though, a pretty cool milestone. Now let's take a look. From the easy, we make a max chest. In this one we get obviously one of these mythicals, but also a couple of clan gold and whatnot, and relic supplies. Same thing from the second one, alongside with a little gemstone, which is kind of cool. And from the normal, I was able to do the second chest. Let's take a look. And very similar rewards. Lots of clan points from this, though. So that's pretty good. Clan shop reward coins. I currently am buying Yakarel every single time I can. We buy 5 of those. And then the remaining currently goes on Yanika. And we also buy as much as we can. Looks like we have enough to do 5 and 5. And then the rest, I don't really usually have enough clan gold to purchase. I have done a little test for myself and I decided to hit the Demon Lord Nightmare. I managed to get almost 10 million damage. Let's see if this is enough. It is enough for the first chest, and oh, this is interesting. I think I'm reaching the threshold where I will try to use 4 keys in a day, all on Nightmare, and try to get the chance for a Sacred Shard every day. We are actually progressing much faster than I thought we would. Because obviously all of the above ones I can pretty much 1 key. I can't 1 key Brutal though. I can get about 17-18 mil on the Brutal, which, by the way, I can probably do 1 key this soon. Oh man, maybe I need to go into the clan that's clearing Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, and actually start putting 3 to 4 keys into that. And alongside that, what I also think I need to start doing is really start fine-tuning all of my champions. I think Alice is in a good spot, Ugo is in a good spot. I think the Gore is probably fine as well, but Kale dies too fast. He's too squishy. He has enough accuracy, but he doesn't have enough HP. He doesn't have enough defense to survive like the bigger clan bosses. I mean, the build is pretty glass cannon. I think a lot of the problems come from like Ring and Banner. Like if this ends up being accuracy with like good defensives, this needs to probably end up being like a little bit higher on the defense, I guess. I don't know, it's like weird because for clan boss you need like a lot of defense. I have good speed on the boots, so I'm probably not changing those. I have decent like crit rate speed on the shield, so I need to find enough defensive stat. Like even that helmet is pretty nice, I think. Crit rate, crit damage. This body again, crit rate, crit damage with attack percent. Even this gives me a little bit of defenses. Like where would I find more defenses? But yeah, this is definitely something I need to start considering. To top that off, how I could get more damage in the clan boss is masteries. Right now, Alice has the masteries, Kale has the masteries, Ugo almost, Tagore almost, and this guy is still in the making as well. So if I get all of those 3 and I start giving them decent bit of masteries, that could also be one of the priorities we should work on. I noticed there is currently a double chance for legendaries from Sacred Shards, but I did pull all my Sacred Shards before trying to hit for the epic champion. However, I found another way that I can get more Sacred Shards, and that is by pushing Nightmare campaign all the way until the end. And I'm utilizing this time to also level Wither to level 60, and Alice has been doing great. She is very well geared. I think I might be able to do it just with a pair of these two. If it doesn't end up working, I can maybe replace Wither with someone like the Gore, for example. But yeah, I'm gonna try to complete the entirety of the Nightmare stage. It's gonna be quite a session, but I think we're probably strong enough to do it. And alongside that, we'll be getting decent bit of gold, but also we're gonna be getting more rewards. For example, I just got 5 ancient shards there, and we're gonna be getting more and more as we progress through this. I'm not gonna show you too much of this because again, I think I'll be able to just auto everything. My champs are pretty good at this point. So far, no trouble with campaign just yet, and we get to complete this, and now we need to wait for the Demon Lord, but we got decent bit of energy, so we continue with the campaign. It is a brand new day, and we managed to win the Ice Golem tournament, so we will get the maximum rewards for this one. Let's take a look. Yep, there we go. We get 6 pieces of gear and 75 crafts of Relic, which I think is enough for me to craft the next Relic right now. There's also champion training event ongoing right now, and I was waiting for this moment. I am pretty close to making another 6-star, but I don't have a champion. I want a 6-star just yet. So I'm still going to try my best and push through the Nightmare. I'm currently in the Dreadlands, so not that much to go, but let's collect some of those. 2 million silver. I did not know that was that much, and 175 gems. But what I wanted to do is I just wanted to ascend my Wither. This is gonna cost me a little bit of money, but I think it's gonna be worth it. So 500k for that and 400k for that. So 900k spent, but Wither is now fully ascended. And with that, I'm now able to actually go ahead and put a banner on her, which I was unaware to do up until now. For now, I'll just put this accuracy banner on. I'm up to 150 accuracy, not enough to always consistently, reliably place the leech buff, but I think it's gonna have to do for now. Also, let's take a very quick look at the gear we got. Defense flat boots, that's unlucky. Attack flat chest plate, attack flat gauntlets, 3 times scammed. A shield with accuracy and speed could end up being great. A helmet with not the best substats, and attack with crit rate, crit damage could end up being pretty decent if it rolls multi-crit or multi-crit rate or multi-crit damage. A little bit unlucky with those again though, so we're just gonna go ahead and sell these are completely useless. I now have the mission to deal 10,000 damage to the Demon Lord on a single difficulty on at least hard. I usually do this very easily, but let's see. I also managed to 1-key Nightmare chest 1. Let's take a look what we get from this one. Yeah, we get a 4-star gloves. We don't really care about that. We got the hard reward. That gives us nothing special in the first one. Ooh, nice. A shard from the second one. And from the normal, we get nothing. And we get nothing. Alright, let's heat up the hard. I should be able to just quick battle this and get it done very quickly. They should easily be over 14 million damage. Yep, there it go, 19.3. And let's continue on with the missions. We now complete this one. Move on to Silver 4 Arena, already done. And now we need to start clearing stage 14 or higher of the Ice Golem, then the Dragon Lair, then the Minotaur, then the Fire Knight, then the Spider Knight, and then I'll be stuck on the Affinity bonus. However, I've been very patiently saving a lot of medals. I have 570 already, I need to use 250 here. I have enough to be like 6 Affinity. Not enough for 7 though, so that's gonna be a struggle. In the Altar of Souls, I'm seeing Bellower Perfect Soul. I think it's worth spending 2 to buy this. Bellower will be one of the champions. I might even push all the way to level 60. He is already a 4-star, so we might as well chuck this onto him, make him even a little bit stronger. And let me quickly do research as to what blessing he should be wearing. Looks like by far the best blessing on him is the Phantom Touch. So that's a familiar one. Let's go ahead and just use this on him immediately. I'm starting to notice I have a ton of gems. I might actually use some of those in order to get my Minotaur clears in. But because I know I will be hard stuck on my upgrade affinity bonus to level 7, I'm not gonna rush this until there's a tournament for it. Okay, so for example, right now, the tournament for Ice Golem just ended. I am not going to bother dealing with those just yet. Instead, all of my energy is going into Nightmare Climbing. Let's continue from here. I've been waiting for this moment for a little bit of time. Here are more skill books. 3 legendary skill tomes. Now, if this was a later game account, I would say, yo, save these, wait for CVC before you go ahead and use them. However, I want to make my allies super strong. Some of the stages are pretty complicated, and I would really love 2 of those books to land on the A2. Get this reduced cooldown would be very helpful, I think. So, let's go ahead and use 2 at a time. But yeah, this would end up giving me a ton of CVC points. That is a little bit unlucky because both land on A1. However, you know, bonus damage plus a little bit of a higher debuff chance. I mean, at this point, like, it is what it is. This one landed on A2, so we need more books. We're gonna get them in the future. But anything that makes my allies stronger is great. And looking at my Nightmare situation right now, I just finished the Deadlands. Hopefully, I'm able to continue and do stage 10 as well. After a little bit of a grindy session, I have done 3 stars on every single stage. Apart from the very last stage, and we're gonna do this one together. In the end, I needed to swap back to Tagore and Alice, and let's see if we have what it takes to defeat this. I'm not gonna auto this, just gonna use speed, use Alice's AoE. Let's get to the boss part. So, the problem with the boss is it can kinda one-hit you. So if I can get past that one hit, let's say it one-hits Alice instead of Tagore, I can then revive Alice and then just play it from there. But if we are successful at completing this, we'll be able to pull the Sacred Shard, and hopefully we get something nice from it. Alright, we're at the boss, pretty healthy, all spells available. Let's take a look. How hard will this be? I think the play is probably to take care of the ads. Okay, so that was not the big hitting spell just yet. I probably don't use... I mean, I could use the shield right now. Gives me a bit of tankiness. And then I should have enough speed to get another one, probably. So here I'm hoping Alice doesn't get killed immediately. She's still alive, that's solid. Now I can give her a little bit of health and speed. Okay, one ad down. I mean, this so far looks decent. Let's see if he does the one-hit ability. Not gonna use my revive spell just yet. Use this, didn't decrease the turn meter. I don't even know if I can decrease the turn meter of this boss. Wait, he has a block revive. I was lacking crucial information. I cannot actually revive her. Interesting. Because I cannot revive, I will attempt this without Tagore, with her instead. Okay, we're back at the boss. Let's play this smart now. I'm gonna use the same thing where I go for the ads first. I'm gonna use the bonus defense here. Alright, all ads are down, and from here on out, I'm basically just hoping I don't get one hit by his ability. So yeah, this is that big spell that he does. Attack one enemy 2 times, will ignore shield and block damage. That's so crazy. What is that ability? It just one-popped me. It has a 10% chance to unlock a secret skill, Peril, for 1 turn. Also has a 20% chance to fill this champion's turn meter. I don't know what my solution is to that ability. I think I'll just have to run it a few more times, because I was 1 hit from winning this time. So we're just gonna keep on going until eventually it ends up working out. I'm just gonna auto this. Maybe this guy can solo this. I'm not gonna get 3 stars for it though, but I think we can clear it with this combination. I guess whilst we're at it, we might as well claim all of these rewards. So how many coins? 3 million, that's a lot. We get 200 gems on top of that. Rank 5 chicken 3 times, hold up. That will basically pay for another 6-star champion automatically. That is really good news. It would be so good if I can clear this, and I can then go ahead and pull an amazing champion to level immediately to 60. That would be like a dream scenario. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to craft a few more relics. I'm actually gonna use 1 legendary 3 purples here to craft one, but I noticed I have 400 of those. There is a 0.5% chance of a legendary, a little bit of a chance of an epic as well, and I'm just gonna use all of those, hoping that I get a good one for Wither. Wither is currently without a relic, so this could make me a much more stronger. Whereas heals and turn meter increase effect applied to allies are boosted by 15%. I mean, these by itself can be kind of decent already. I think that's the second one of the same ones that I just received. Let's see. Another one of basically the same. But to be honest, I might actually end up using that. Where I receive 2% less damage if under any debuffs. And then let's use this. So I know usually you don't want to mix, but also, if you were to have a ton of these, it would actually be decent to mix. I mean, I don't really have other options right now. Anything that would be like purple or gold could benefit my account right now. So I want to get this done sooner rather than later. The longer I wait, the worse it is for me, basically. So let's just go ahead and click it here. It's an epic. Weather's turn meter increases by 10% whenever one of the allies dies. I feel like this could be really decent on a reviver. I'm not even gonna lie. But I don't think it's what I necessarily wanted. Let's see, is Mythagor wearing a relic? He's wearing a Hatter's Reserve. You know, I do think that the one that we just received would make more sense. Because right now, 5% less damage from enemies who attack is lower. They're always higher. And 5% more damage to enemies whose max HP is lower. That I do actually do quite often, I'd say. Let's take a look at the available relic. I can use the Hatter's Reserve on my Wither. I could use one of those, where the heals and turn meter increases by 15%, which is a good number. I don't think I would want to do the when the allies die, though. Let's see, do I use anything on... Okay, maybe on Ugo, you know? On Ugo, this would make sense. Look, let's just put this on Ugo for now. And on my Wither, I will put... Honestly, I'm thinking like Hatter's Resolve again, because she has a ton of HP, right? I'll get a little bit more HP. I mean, here I'd get defense and res. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Hatter's Reserve here, I think. It's gonna give me a little bit more damage on my Wither. And everything else, I mean, 15% bonus health could be decent, though. Do I have any of the sockets? No socket here, no socket there. What about on this? Could I put a socket in? I could... Accuracy increased by 3% per each debuff. Alright, whatever. Let's just use the Journal of Necrotos. 900 HP, a little bit of a boosted healing. Let's go ahead and use that. So Alice has it, has. We have it here. And then for the further ones down, we don't really care that much. Okay, I have done 2 rounds of the campaign thingy. I've been unsuccessful, so let's keep trying. Bro, what can I do? What can I actually do against that? I'm watching a guide, bro. I don't know. If I had this ability up, maybe I could tank it. Or maybe if it didn't destroy my max HP beforehand. I am desperate. I'm trying everything. Now I'm trying Ugo as well, seeing if he might be the solution to my problems here. The reason why I'm trying Ugo is because he has the most speed on my account, and he might be able to bring me enough RNG with this, like decrease defense and block buffs or whatever, to where maybe my Alice could end up killing the boss fast enough. That's kind of what I'm relying on. It is... I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work at this point. But I do deal a lot of damage, but it's just... Now my Ugo dies. But I feel like this could be the solution. Alright, let's take a look. So I could definitely upgrade some of the things here. So I do have this 6-star amulet with health with double roll on accuracy. So maybe pushing that to 16 could be the solution. And I do have an accuracy banner, but I don't think I have any defensive banners I could potentially use temporarily. I do have this defensive banner. I would still have really good accuracy because I get like bonus accuracy from this. It's only a 5-star, but that could really help me. It's double roll in defense, has a little bit of speed. I get it up to 16. So let's go ahead and use this pinpoint on my Ugo. We do have a little bit of money. I can probably bump it up to 16. That's greedy though, but we get a flat HP. We're gonna use a little bit of glyphs on this one. Even for speed, I can utilize it. At this point, I'm just trying everything. Luckily, there is a gear enhancement event going on right now, so I'm not like wasting my money. At least we have that going for us. But yeah, I think temporarily I'm equipping the health amulet here because it just has one more star. And we're also gonna try to bump this up to 16. Just flat stats, man. If these were not flat stats, like, it could actually be pretty decent. But as you can see, this is expensive minigame, getting those type of jewelry up to level 16. But we'll see if this is enough of tankiness. I mean, my Ugo is chilling, like 55,000 HP, 3.3k defense. It's honestly not too bad for this early into the game. How do I want to play this? So I know this guy here can break your max health, so I kind of want to kill him. But maybe I leave the other one fine. Let's take a look. I mean, this is really good damage. I feel like I'm strong enough to do it, so I need to kill her with auto attack or wait one round. I think I'll just go for the boss here. That's like half HP. I think we can do it. Break this. Kill this. I know she revives. Again, we survived it. Hold up. Just go for the boss. Just send it. If he doesn't kill me here, I do it. I did it. Oh, I did. Dude, I know people struggle with this. But bam. We actually have gone and done it. Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, Ugo was the solution. A little bit of upgrading of the amulet and banner. Maybe that wasn't even the case. I'm completely out of energy as well. And we have gone and done it. I'm so happy I've completed this. We now claim a sacred shard. I know it's only one, but most importantly, we've completed the entirety of campaign. From this point on, I'm probably only doing brutal 12-3 farming if I ever do this sort of farming, or farming my food through dungeons in the future. That's kind of like the meta right now in Raid, I believe. But if you made it this far in today's video, this is a little treat for you. We're gonna open this sacred shard. We only have 11 hours left. I'm just happy, you know. I have double the chance of a legendary here, 12% chance, 88% chance of an epic. I hope I get something good here because I can make another 6-star champion. So let's go ahead and take a look. Come on, be legendary. It is not legendary. Blood Feather. Alright, before I even look into it, I'm going straight to Hell Hades. Hold up. I'm hoping this is a good champion. It is not looking too hot. Let's take a look. Attack one enemy, 30% chance of inflicting crit hit. That's kind of ass. Attack one enemy, 30% chance of including a crit. Oh, okay, so you can build this champion with minus 30% crit, I guess. It has a 60% decrease defense debuff for 2 turns. And we have, again, attack one enemy places decrease speed for 2 turns. Oh, wait, but it also decreases turn meter. I don't know how good that is. Regardless, it is a brand new epic. Oh, man, now I want to pull more. This is bad, because I want to get something good that I would end up leveling, you know? But I guess you'll have to wait till the next episode to realize if I will end up pulling some more things. Who knows, man? Who knows? It's been really fun, but I think we also gotten fairly unlucky in this episode. But as always, to refresh your memory, let's go ahead and take a look at the roster at the end of today's episode. We got Alice the Wanderer sitting as my, by far the strongest champion, I'd say. 50k HP, 4.6k attack, 3.3k defense. Decent bit of speed, could work on a little bit more. Wither is really starting to become one of my favorite support champions. AoE cleanse, perma sustain with my passive ability. I really like this champ. Also geared in very tanky stats. I mean, 69,000 HP borderline, 3.4k defense, 180 speed. Speed is still, you know, I'm still struggling with speed a little bit, I'll be honest. Moving on to Ugo, probably my best geared champ, I would guess. 55k HP, 3.3k defense, 240 speed almost. I could probably put some more speed glyphs and easily make it to 40. Then Tagore, he's been a staple on our account as well. And Kale, he's been phenomenal. But that's kind of where our account is at. I'm really considering what's my next level 60. Is it gonna be Skartorsis? I don't really use this guy that much, you know. I want to find a new champion and then put that champion up to 60. So maybe I'll just sit on my chickens for a while. As you can see, we have decent bit of epics. We also have Guardian Ring nearly full of 5 40 level champs that I can also sacrifice for another level 60. So we are set for success here for the future of this account. Just as a quick reminder, if this video made you want to try out Raid today, or maybe you simply want to create another account, make sure you download the game through the link in the description, or you can scan the QR code that's on the screen. Get yourself a Zargala at level 1 and Ugo at level 15, both great epic champions. Play the game for 7 days and get Alice as well, and obviously use the Supreme 6 promo code for the Supreme Gallic. Give Raid a shot, honestly, it's a great game. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We're posting 2 Raid videos a week. I will see you again very soon with another one, and until then, have a beautiful day. Bye bye.